What is going on, guys? We are back. Do you guys know where I am? Let me move the camera a little bit. Do you guys know where I'm at? Huh? I'm with someone a lot of people know. I'm in his little trading area. Okay, what is going on, guys? We are back with a video of a stock market update. So, as some of you guys may know, I buy and resell cars. I have a used car dealership. We're opening up our second used car dealership in Arkansas. So we're gonna have 2 locations with about a total of 60 or so cars. I'm 24 years old, but I also buy and sell other things. I invest in other things. I have a 115-acre farm in Arkansas as well. And I'm actually working on acquiring another 100 acres. That's a really, really cool piece of land. But I want to give you guys an update on my stock trading journey, which is quite different than my roommate, Ricky Gutierrez, because as you know, that you see him trade live at this desk constantly. He day trades in the stock market with quality stocks and inverse ETFs and whatnot, and he does really, really well. You know, since that's his full-time job, he has a lot of time to do that, whereas with the car business, I'm running around trying to get cars through emissions. I'm trying to sell cars, deal with past purchases, you know, work on buying more vehicles on the online auto auctions. Shout out ACV auctions. My stock market strategy is much different. The difference is I'm investing, you know, super long term. I don't want to have to look at it every day and adjust, even though I definitely should be right now because the markets seem to be stretched really, really far right now. But I'm going to tell you guys and show you guys, I guess, my account size and you know what I'm putting my money into, whether it's good or bad in your eyes. You can comment below, be like, hey Weston, I would suggest this. Hey, that is stupid. Don't buy that. But we'll get started right now. So as a lot of you guys have probably heard of, I use the app called Robinhood to invest. It's simple. I have Thinkorswim on my laptop where I analyze stuff and all that good stuff and nonsense. But right now I'm using Robinhood. I've actually looked into WeBull. And that's a really cool app as well with a lot of detail that I might convert to a little bit later or in the next couple weeks because of all the cool detail. And I've actually had some bad history with Robinhood. I haven't switched out yet, so I probably should. In my account on Robinhood, I currently have a balance of $42,300. Can you guys see right there? Is that clear? $42,300 for you guys. So currently I am in a few stocks right now. The first one you're gonna judge me for sure, which is a dividend paying stock, which they cut dividends, and that is Wells Fargo, but I'm not in it that much. I actually was selling at peaks and then rebuying in. I know it's gonna drop too. I sold whenever Warren Buffett announced he was gonna drop. Luckily I did because at market open it went down I think 3% that day. But I currently have a total of $3,194 in the Wells Fargo position. So that is my first one that I'm investing in. That's not one that I'm probably going to put any more money in. If anything, I'm probably going to pull more out because I think it's going to be a good while before that recovers, and hopefully it recovers. But yeah, I might not be in that one much longer. The next one, I don't know if you guys have heard of this ETF, but it's called OGIG, and it's actually Kevin O'Leary's ETF. I researched it. You can see all their holdings that they do. It's an active ETF, kind of like the ones I'm going to show you in just a second. I almost said their names. But it's called OGIG, and it's Global Internet Giants. So it's a lot of Shopify. Google is one of their largest holdings. A lot of e-commerce purchasing companies. So like Shopify does a lot of transactions online. They're implementing, you know, you can design your own website in seconds, and all these Instagram influencers are using them, selling, you know, their own personal brand or their merch or stuff like that. But I think that's where it's going, and that's what Kevin O'Leary has a lot of his holdings in that, as well as like Alibaba, AliExpress, all that type of stuff. So I just wanted to purchase that. That's more of a long-term investment because I think everything's going towards the internet era, and people are able to start their own businesses from home with hardly any money because of all these payment processors and just having all these followers that they can sell a product to that's related to their niche or whatever it is. I think all these, like, you know, Square and all that stuff, so valuable. And that's why I'm in that one. I'll probably add slowly as I go. It seems overextended, I know that, but this is super long term, and I don't have all my money in the market. So as it pulls back, I'll buy more in. I'm not all in at the peak. I'm in at the peak to ride up some of the wave, and I'm sure, you know, like everything, it has to, you know, pull back And when it does, I'll have money on the sidelines and I'll put more in it. So the next one that I want to share with you guys is ARKF. And I'm sure you guys, if you know anything about like tech ETFs and stuff like that, ARKK, ARKF, ARKG, ARKQ is Kathy Wood's ETF stock. It's real futuristic in a sense, where, well, there's different ones, but this one, for example, is the innovation one. So I'll pull up a holdings position screenshot of all the current holdings. It's an active ETF. So as things sell off, as things go up, they'll start, reducing position size, adding it elsewhere. But it has, I think, 47 to 50 different stocks in it. And it tends to beat the market every single time as far as like the S&P 500 and all that stuff. It tends to, outrun it or have better returns annually. Whereas like, say it's 10% for the S&P 500. This has 10 for the last, like, I think 5 or 10 years, beat it every single year, year after year by about 5 to 10% every time, especially this year. But all the tech stuff's, in my opinion, in the bubble. So it's kind of hard to count this year, but even on the, 5 to 10 year analysis, it has beat it every time. And it's all things that are, it seems like the world is, moving towards. So I have currently $4,264 in it. I'm up 4.4% with 110 shares of ARKF. Another one is ARKQ, which is also Kathy Wood's stock as well. So technology and robotics. This one is pretty cool. So for example, one of their large holdings is iRobot. Sounds really dumb, which is like the Roomba. iRobot has been working on a all electric wireless lawnmower, if I'm not mistaken. So like, for example, it doesn't, there's not much grass here in Arizona, but like in most states, like Arkansas, where I'm from, people will spend, and this was pointed out to me from Caleb, my business partner. He's like, dude, people literally will spend a third of their entire life mowing grass. And I've never seen that in my life. And it's true, but I never thought of that. Like one summer, for example, I spent 3 entire months mowing pasture, which was like 760 acres of just grass. But I spent 3 months doing it. Of course, I didn't do it for free. But if I owned the land, I would have had to do it for free. And that's everyone's mindset back there is, yeah, I got to mow. It's just got to be done. But their time is just wasted mowing. And iRobot, for example, is coming out with an electric or a wireless, in a sense, a robot lawnmower. So think of it just like the Roomba, but for your yard or for your pasture. And I think that's so valuable because now that gives you access to do other things. But that same principle can be applied to so many different things. And a company like that that's already been successful with that simple Roomba can just use that concept and apply it to maybe like even farmland where the farmers don't farm the equipment anymore. But that's just a small scale idea. But anyways, that is another one that I'm invested in and it keeps going. So I'm in Coca-Cola as well. It's on a dip. That's a long term. I bought it at a total of $44.69. It's currently at $47.22. I have $3,300 in Coca-Cola. That is more for dividends, and it's, if you look on like a 20-year analysis, it's increased its dividends every year, and on top of that, it's increased or appreciated as well. So that's a long-term one. It's not like, oh, it's the next billion-dollar company or anything. It's already established, but it'll keep paying, and it's very safe for me while I can flip cars. I don't have to worry about my money whenever it's in there. So it's more of that strategy for that stock. But the list goes on. I'm only $1,200 in this. They're based actually from Arkansas. It's Tyson Foods, Tyson Chicken. They're really, really low right now. It's a dividend paying stock as well. I'm $65.50 in it. For some reason, I bought it at $60.30 a couple weeks ago, pulled out of it after it went up just a little bit. And then I decided it was a good time to buy again.
And now it's down
to $62.90. So I'm just kind of being honest with you guys. I'm kind of at a loss on that one. Down 3.7%, but I'm only $1,200 in it, so it's not a huge deal. I was playing it conservative. And so that is a company that's also done very well in the past. If you guys want to look at that stock, it's TSN. We just got a Route 1 application. Can you guys see that little message? So that is a customer that was on our website. This is a side note. On our vehicle website, and they're applying. They used our online credit application system. So now that they applied, in 30 seconds, they're gonna get an answer. Either they were approved. Well, they're all gonna be approved, but every customer, even with the worst credit, gets approved for a certain amount. So it's a really cool automated system that even on a Sunday like this, that customer just did that. And I'm gonna actually evaluate that and see what they got approved for or how much they got approved for on the general approval analysis. And then I can give them a call and be like, hey, I saw you put in your application, you're approved. That's a little side note, sorry, I got a little carried away there. But again, I'm in Tyson Foods, and the last one I'm in, or actually waiting to get in, is ARKK, which is also Kathy Woods as well. If you look at a 5-year, it looks pretty wild. It looks definitely like it's being pumped and it's overbought, which is true, it probably is. But I'm going in at a small position. I'm waiting to get filled. It's Sunday, so obviously it's not. Here are all the holdings of ARKK from Kathy Woods. It's definitely starting to become a very popular one. They have quoted her as like I guess, the modern Warren Buffett in a sense. I don't know how to correlate that because it's tech-based, but I get what they're trying to say. But it's an actively managed ETF, so just like the other ones, ARKQ, ARKF, you know, as things increase and tend to be overbought, they will trim their positions and add them elsewhere where things are oversold. So it's very, very cool. You don't have to manage it. You don't have to get all confused with your positions if you have 50 things in your portfolio to where you kind of can't tend to keep up with all of them. They do that for you. They take a small fee, I think, at the end. But if you're holding it long term, it's totally worth it in my sense. And with my business plan with buying and selling cars, having 2 different locations on both sides of the United States, and I have reasons of why we did that in another video. I don't want to have to, spend 2 hours a day analyzing the market, pulling out of one position and then adding, a little more to other positions. I just want to, get money, put it in the market, get money, put it in the market, get money, put it in the market in quality stocks that on the long term are trending up. I'll always have money in the sidelines so that when those ones that I like pull back, I'll add more, so that I'm not completely screwed and all in at a peak and can't really add because maybe I've used all my money into the market and then I just have to ride that huge dip where I can always have a chance to add. But that is my current portfolio on Robinhood. I'm probably going to be switching over to WeBull just because of how much more data you can get from the WeBull app. If you guys haven't heard of WeBull, it's a super cool app. I actually just confirmed that whenever you sign up with WeBull, you get 2 free stocks, a $12 minimum. So each one is $12 at minimum. So when you fund with 100, you get 24 free dollars in a sense, all the way up to $1,400. So you can get 2 free shares whenever you fund your account on WeBull with $100, and it goes all the way up to $1,400. So if you were thinking about investing or using one of these apps like Robinhood or WeBull, right now WeBull is killing it. I think that they're doing a really good job. I love free money. You guys love free money. So if you click the link down below, you sign up and you fund it with $100, we're able to get an additional $24 minimum just for putting $100 in. So it's pretty cool. It gets you in the game. It gets you going. But yeah, that's really just my stock trading journey. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's my update for you guys. I won't be day trading as much. I'm just getting so busy and the car game is going so well. The car market, I guess you'd say. There we go. That's my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to join our free Facebook group about investing in the stock market, I think it has like 250,000 members. You can click that second link down below. Follow my roommate Ricky. He day trades in the stock market. His channel has I think like 800,000 subscribers. Basically everything I've learned has been through him. And that's why I'm in the market. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be updating you guys periodically as I go through this stock market journey. It won't be as frequent as a day trader would do. But yeah, that's really just it. I'll be buying and selling cars mostly. If you guys want to check out any other videos, feel free to subscribe. Check out my YouTube channel where I buy and resell cars and I teach people how to do that and help people. And I also have like land investment. And I'm about to make another video on the 100 acres that I'm trying to purchase and explain why I would do that at 24 years old. So thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video.